to another episode on the House of Chucky. Today we are on our new home from yesterday. As you can see behind me, we are inside of a mountain next to a village. So we are pretty much behind a village. Let me take this out. See, we are in this village. It is nighttime. So, what do we do now? Well, I got an answer for you. We are going to finish up, do part 2 of this mountain house. So for those of you that don't know, I'm gonna put this block here so that no mobs come in. And you guys may have remembered yesterday, if you tuned in or you watched, that we carved out this room here for storage. We carved out this area here for some rooms. We kept the lights on and they were all home. So this is the edge of where this here's the edge here of this little area that I need. As you can hear out there, we're close to the outside. So, what do we do next, huh? Well, we're right next to the outside. So we can actually keep this part open if we want, so that we know not to really venture out this far, which is fine. Same way here, because nobody can get there. I just take out this grass. Same thing right here, open. And same thing way here is open. Right, what I want to do is I want to put some glass or windows, so I know that is daytime or nighttime. Later on, when we start doing this. So this here is an outer bank type area. So what we're gonna do with this place is we're gonna clean this all up. And I'm thinking I'm making this an enchantment area with all books and libraries, because I like the little skyscraper look. That's gonna be an episode. So let's party on out of here and show you what else we got going on. So we're gonna cover this up for now. Okay. So this area is gonna be brand new. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep on building out until we get to the other side of the mountain, because I want to have a second route to come in if I need to, you know what I mean? So we're gonna go out this way. We're gonna put out lights if we need them, so we get no mobs. By the way, this is only too high, so that no Enderman can get in. But we will put an iron golem in here, right? Just in case we do have Enderman. Well, it's lit up enough in there, so we shouldn't get any. but never hurts to be too sure. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this darkness. I got an idea down here, guys. What you doing, buddy? Huh? I like this little water area. Let's see where this runs out to. This it? Alright, I got an idea here. So, if we were to block this off, I would have nothing. Block that off, nothing. Okay, so still need to put light in here to have a drown. I think I have an idea for this area. We're gonna build a well going up. That'll be a water source. So we want to keep a... That's just wild though. How is this gravel not falling until I hit it, dude? Watch. Does that make sense? We are gonna load up quick in this gravel. So I think what I might do is a fill command in here. But we're gonna go in spectator mode first. I don't wanna fill up my entire inventory with just gravel, you know? So let's do that. Let's see what happens if we hit spectator. So how far in here, right? So we got this entire room here until we go to this side of the mountain. Alright? So, what do we do here, huh? So what we do is we put in the fill command 2767 5609. Alright, and then we go. Actually, what we should do put 614. All right. Yes. And now we're cooking. Don't want to go too far. You see on how this area is all blocked off? This is how far you can dig in without hitting a cave like that, right? So this is completely buildable space, open space for us to customize how we want it, right? So this is what we're doing. So we want to come this far and just fill it in, see what happens. Right? So we just type in air, and there's our space, our little corridor. See? So now we'll do 64. That fills in like it is, right? So what do we do about this? There we go. See? Now we got our corridor coming to the outside. Right? So now we just need to do right here, and we're home free. There we have it. So this is our back way to come in. Alright, so now we can go back into creative. I'll take out this. So now we have ourselves our very own accessible tunnel. If we were to bring in cows or livestock, things like that. So now what? Now what do we need? What do we need? Well, for starters, we can keep digging out that far, right? And start making rooms for the farm animals. So this area is going to be for farm. This entire area. This is going to be way easier to be able to and then we'll just close this off when we get our animals. Although, since we're in creative, right, we can always just put use mob eggs. So, yeah. But this isn't all that I've done. So let me close this off so that nothing gets in. So we're going to start building our farm area after I show you the next area that I built, that we're going to build in. So we got this all done. So now we go in here. So we're going to build in here as our crafting stations, okay? Because since we have the storage area over in here, that's what I want to do. I want to put my crafting areas in here for our storage. And since the other side of this is connected directly to where the farm animals are, it's gonna work out nicely for us. So We got our windows there. So this is our corridor here. Alright, so if we were to knock out this other side wall, you're gonna see that we're very near this, right? So if we were to make another little corridor going this way into here, right where this torch is gonna be the next line, right? So what we want to do is I'm gonna start right here, since this is our opening, to where this side is, right? So we want to open this, right? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 torches. This is gonna be our wall starting here. We're gonna put another fill in. Six, 1, 7. So now we come over here. $63, $640. Just put in air. And there we go, we got it. So now all we gotta do is just go in spectator creative once again. Punch in these walls or punch out these walls. And there we have it. This area is now open to the public. Just keep putting lights in so we don't get any mob spawn. So this So now we have our way to get to this side. It's a little dark. So now that we have a way to connect from storage to our stuff like crafting tables, smithing rooms, things like that. So we have a good area about here. So that part's done. So let me just get rid of this gravel. Nobody needs that. So this here is going to be our well section. Right, so how are we going to do this? Well, for one thing, is we see on how far we can dig up from here up to there. Right, so we just need to do this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So right now what we do is we build areas to outlines after, right? And we can use a sign to let us know later on what this area is going to be about. So we'll just use like an oak sign as we travel up. So this area is for farmland. This area is for our storage and workshops. So this area is our well. Is at times you forget on what's in here, right? So this is going to be our water supply, right? Because even though that this is going to be filled up with water, right? But I want to actually make it look a little bit more realistic on where the water is coming from. So this here is going to be the well. Our water supply is going to come up from here. It's nighttime. Day 6 of 100. So this is granite. We're going to kind of leave this. So I don't know what I'm doing here yet. I think we're going to make this brewing station. It's a very possible answer here. Alright, that does that part. This is our storage. This here is gonna be a bedroom. Our bedroom's gonna be in the back here. So you may be wondering, what about portal? Well, we're gonna get to that. So what we're gonna do with the portal is we're gonna put it at the farmland station. And here's why. So we have a chance on having mobs actually come through the portal, right? Well, that gives us an opportunity to actually trap them behind a wall, so to speak, right? So we want to put a portal where our farm is going to be. So now what we do is we're going to open up this entire area for our farm. So we're going to go back into spectator mode and we're going to see what's out this far, right? See how much room we got right here? We can easily fit our farmlands in here. Right? So what we do now is, since we're here, is we will close this area up right here. Since we kind of don't need it, this is just for water. This area here is what we want. We don't need that much room for farm animals. We only need a 4 high. So this is where we're going to be having some golems. Because of Enderman and mobs. Alright, so we start here. Go back into spectator mode. Fill. I still gotta. So since this area is all closed in, we're gonna end up getting rid of it. We don't need it. See all that? We don't need this. Whatever land we take out up here, I can easily replace with just some more grass. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. We don't need that much farm space here. We only need about this much. So we're gonna make this farmland a little inconspicuous on the outside. So we're gonna put it right here. Alright, so now we have our farm. Well, actually, we need to put up from 64 to 68. So now we have to fill up this area here with grass, right? So 68. So now we do 69 and 69. And it's going to be grass block. So now we have our grass here, right? So what we can do is go down to 64, and we're going to put hollow. And we're going to go in and see on how this is entirely closed in. This is what I want, right? So since this area is farmland, right? So now, oh, we did that one too high, so it's going to be 63 to 69. Alright, so now 64. See that? Now we got ourselves our own space in here. I'm thinking on doing it one more higher because I need to put light up here. So let's say we want 69, we want to turn that into 70. Alright, so now we have 70. So this area here is now what I need it to be, so 69. It don't really matter which is which light you use. So let's just use regular lanterns, because this is probably what you guys are going to use. That's actually pretty funny. And since we have all that, put it in lava, and it's gone. So now that we have what we want here, practically, so we still have to go out there. So some of these didn't fall. So we still have to go out there, right, and close this off. Yeah. So now what we do, is this. Right now. So we don't have to keep this side open. So close that off. Oh, you want to keep this open. Just enough for me to fit in. Let me just go into here. Nerve of that witch. So if I want to close this up, right, I don't need it. All we can do is just turn the stone. Look at all that andesite though. I kind of want it. The granite. I like the granite too. So now we got that. Hey, young creeper. Me and you as buddies. Alright, that part's finished. So I'm gonna keep this area so I can mine it later when we start playing for realsies. The reason why we want the portal here is because we can kind of keep them trapped in here, right? So we got the outline of this done, so we're gonna close that part. Got a well ready. Storage. Just a workshop, bedroom. So this here was the end. See? So we got this entire little land to work with, all the way up to the out there. So this is what we're working with here. I think I got all the labeling done. I think I might just put the enchantment stuff here next to the brewing station. And we'll kind of just... make our outline here. So we were right next to a little water area anyway. Huh. We can just close this up. So what am I doing here? Is we're gonna make the outline of the enchantment room. Kind of like that. What we'll do is we'll get some redstone and have them come from down below and up top. Okay, so let's go back into spectator mode. So what are I hearing the drown for? Oh, up in their well. Okay. Weird. Alright, so that's it for that part. So today we're just making like the outlines of how I want this area to go. And it looks like we're just about done for this episode. Let me just give one more look over. So I can continue building up this way. Right, and up to here. I'll probably do that off camera. So this is it for that. Gonna make an iron golem for in here too. Make sure my hallways are nice and safe. Alright, so that's that. Alright, we got this done. This entire area, this here is the farmland where the animals go. This here is gonna be the well, our entrance here. Our enchantments, our brewing station, our storage, the bedroom outline. We made some windows so that we could see outside. This here is the hallway to the next lobby over, which is, it leads to the farm. And then we have our workshop over here. And then up here, this is like a not needed. So let me close this off. So I just want to put lights up here. What, you don't like your new home, bud? So now we have our entire area kind of dug out and outlined, ready to go for next episode, which is going to be on Monday. Because we have some things to start working on outside, which is we decorate for Halloween. And so it'll be Monday before I come back online to show you guys the next episode of House of Chucky. And we are out. Catch you next time. Bye bye.